formulate a budget, it is essential to identify all the costs associated with the application and then add your profit margin. The expenses involved in a hydroseeding application or liquid grass vary significantly depending on the type of project and the specific location where it's applied. We will now examine some of the key costs that contribute to the overall pricing structure. Mobilization. If the construction project is located outside of our usual operating radius, it will be necessary to calculate the vehicle's depreciation costs for the mobilization process, along with fuel and food, such as breakfast, lunch, dinner, and accommodation for the entire team. Also, machine fuel. Depending on the machine, the fuel used will be either diesel or gasoline, and its consumption will vary depending on how it is operated. You will operate with either minimum or maximum acceleration. On average, one fuel tank of the VTEC 500 yields 6 applications. The VTEC 2000 provides 8 applications, and a VTEC 4000 tank yields, on average, 6 applications. Labor. For the proper execution of this service, 2 individuals are essential. One is a designated supervisor who will actively assist with all the applications, drive the service vehicle, and assume full responsibility for all the work performed. The second person is the applicator, who is typically a skilled professional in garden assistance. The estimate essentially involves determining the daily costs for the 2 professionals, evaluating the difficulties of the construction work, such as the water collection point, the access location, and then defining a maximum number of days required to complete the entire project. Once that's done, you then multiply the daily cost of the labor versus the total number of days it will take to complete the entire project, then the freight for all the supplies. To assess the cost of materials, there are 2 scenarios. To get a quote for shipping Verditec supplies directly to the site. If the construction site is out of state, a shipping manifest will be required, as say. Or, if you have the material already in stock, please check whether the equipment's transport vehicle is capable of transporting the necessary supplies. Otherwise, get a shipping quote and include the budget amount. Taxes. For tax matters, we recommend you consult your accounting directly, as this information varies greatly from state to state or from one city to another. Administrative expenses. Expenses include things like commercial office or warehouse rent, telephone services, cell phone plans, internet access, water, electricity, ERP systems, among others. These operational costs should then be divided by the company's overall monthly productivity. In this way, the value per square meter can be determined. Inputs. Verditec provides a table detailing input costs per square meter for each planting type. It's important to check if DIFAL and FCP taxes apply to material purchases, as these must be factored into the final pricing. There are various costs involved. It's possible that for certain projects the client may demand specific training or a certificate of safety standards or even specialized equipment for the work. And it is of extreme importance to identify these costs during the technical visit, so they can be properly considered in the budget in order to avoid any future surprises. Regarding the payment method, we always recommend charging at least 50% of the service upon signing the contract. This will help you with the cost of materials, freights, and all expenses for mobilization. The remaining balance can then be settled and paid in full upon the successful completion of the planting. A client might want to retain a percentage for plant germination. And that's possible, but never let the percentage be too high, 20% at most, because if germination is delayed, for instance by lack of rain, your payment could be slow to complete. Please know that whenever your payment depends on something not within your direct control, such as rainfall or the client's irrigation schedule, it becomes very risky. Long-term projects typically have payments tied to measurement reports, also known by the acronym BM.
In this situation, it's vital to press your clients so they don't delay sending it to you, respecting the contract's deadlines. If they delay sending the BM, you'll delay issuing your invoice and, consequently, your payment may be delayed.